And the reason why the USA is putting together a team like this of managers is because they want to attract the best players, because the commissioner and the owners are very clear about one thing. If they're going to do the World Baseball Classic during spring training and they're going to risk injury to their players, both pitchers and position players, you can bet your sweet bippy that they want to win it all. So Rob Manfred was very clear to Michael Hill, I suspect, and very clear to Mark DeRosa, saying, listen, you got to put together a team and get yeses from the best players who are American adjacent, because we need to win. We would always joke around that to play on Team Italy, you had to have eaten at Olive Garden. And to play on Team Israel, you had to have known somebody who is Jewish. And Israel had a great team last WBC, you may remember. Italy made some noise. It's fun. It's fun the way teams are put together. We'll talk about it as we head into March, which players are on which teams. But yesterday, MLB and Michael Hill and Commissioner Rob Manfred made a big announcement. Aaron Judge is going to play for the first time in the WBC. Aaron Judge is going to play for Team USA. And the reason why that's so significant is that when we started the WBC, and I was a part of starting the WBC and the decision to start the WBC, it was because we were butthurt that we were taken out of the Olympics, and we wanted to try to be like soccer and try to do something to drive revenue. We wanted more inventory for our network. We wanted more inventory to sell as broadcast revenue that we could all share as we tried to level the playing field. There were myriad reasons for the WBC. Tons of arguments about when to do it. Some owners wanted to do it during the All-Star break. Some owners wanted to do it after the season. Some owners said spring training is probably the best time, but it's not ideal. The commissioner's office and the GM of the team, Michael Hill, will spend hours in soul-crushing conversations with owners and GMs who say, hey, we want the USA to win, but no, we're not going to give you our player. Tyler Glasnow gave an interview yesterday, the great pitcher for the Rays, who's now with the Dodgers, who said, yeah, I wanted to play, but the Rays said, no, thank you. Not doing that. And we would never go public with our nose. I was on the international committee. And so this was a part of what meant something to me in baseball, was expanding our game internationally and doing these sort of tournaments. So we never said no to anyone, much to the chagrin of our owner, who would have said no to everybody. And there's no real fact that Justin Steele got hurt because he pitched in Tokyo March 7th. It's a coincidence. There's no correlation that's ever been found because it's been studied. Edwin Diaz gets hurt. Coca's despondent, and I can't remember what team he was playing for, Coca, but he got the save, jumps up and down, wins the WBC, playing for Puerto Rico, and then boom, he's out for the year. You can't plan for that. It could have happened anytime, but it just becomes confirmation bias that when a player gets hurt who started the season early, you associate it with having started the season early. The Yankees and Hal Steinbrenner, I'm sure, were not jumping for joy that Aaron Judge is playing in the WBC. But the reason that Mike Hill is jumping for joy is that it is his view that the best chance he has of success, the best chance he has of winning the whole damn thing, is getting the best players. And the best chance that baseball has to grow the WBC, which is its dream to become the World Cup of soccer, the best way to do it is you got to take it as seriously as Japan does, as Venezuela does, as Puerto Rico does, and as the Dominican does. Because those players who are from those countries, they want to play for their countries, because for those of you who've been to Marlins Park for a WBC game between the Dominican Republic and Venezuela, you know very well it's an atmosphere that we want to recreate but can never recreate. For those who remember Shohei Ohtani for Japan striking out Mike Trout to end the WBC final in Miami, you can't plan greatness. You just have to put countries on the front of the jersey and greatness will follow. Aaron Judge said it exactly right when he gave his decision to MLB Network. He said, just getting a chance to represent this country, what this country means to me. Honestly, every game during the national anthem and God Bless America, getting a chance to sit out there, for me, it's a time to reflect about all the brave men and women that have fought for this country and given me the opportunity to step on a baseball field and play a game that I love. He continued now getting a chance to have USA across my chest and represent all the great people in our country and represent what this country means, it's a great opportunity. I never had this opportunity before, even growing up as a kid. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Aaron, I tip my chapeau to you because that quote, that interview you gave to MLB Network, that's exactly what our dream was that players would feel. That sort of patriotism, that sort of desire, not just to be the best, but to beat the best and to do it whenever it is that you have the opportunity, regardless of during spring training, whenever it may be. The USA is going to be one of the favorites, as they always are. And Michael Hill will continue to put together a team. Mark DeRosa, who I interviewed to be a manager and I knew would be a manager one day and will. It's going to be a great WBC. And to all my friends at the Le Batard Show who are still angry about various things for whatever reason that they shouldn't be, and if you're not thinking about that because you're part of the 93% who doesn't care about the fact that I ever worked for the Marlins, how about this? Marlins Park, yeah, Lone Depot Park, every round will be there, including the semis and the finals of the WBC. But for that ballpark, no chance, toilet pants.